Good morning, Paris. Blessed morning to you. It is a Saturday, the Saturday before Christmas, the last Saturday before Christmas, 2019. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and most of all, I would like it to be good night because I've already seen by the title that I'm going to be giving you a little story. Back then, a long time I'm not going to one of them little story out of my life, But you know what happened? It is what it is. Debbie, I go come back strong again. Don't mind the throat, because you know, so I saw it go this time of the year with me, I tell you. And I'm nothing funny, and I'm nothing sickness, nor nothing. It's just that the change, the time is not so hot down here now, So, that's how it goes. So, as I said, did I say good morning? I hope that when I reach you, you cock up in your bed and I listen to what Debbie down here have to say. So, I want to take you back to, as I told you before on so many of my videos, it is Christmas and black cake time. Everybody crazy about black cake. So I think it's the right time to give you this story time. So back then, I think it was about 1989, 90, one of those 2 years. I was baking before, but just for myself and family and friends. I'm sorry. I only give a black cake in a family. I used to just bake for my family and just give away to friends. But let me tell you, sometimes when you plant some seed for a long time, and you think then them now go grow, then grow. Yeah, my seeds are growing that I've been planting for decades. Thanks to some of you. Yes, and it's thanks to the good Lord up above. So now, I think it was about either 1989, 90, one of those 2 years. But decide now, say, I go branch out and start sell cake. Because I found that I could make a little, extra. I think it was 90 though, because 89 was the first year I started selling and it went well. So I think it was 1990. So man, I get up my order, them up, I up my liquor, because these ingredients, them expensive, So each time I get a little money, I buy the liquor, because, Jamaica something, you can buy them things in a bulk. Every time you go, you say you pick up a liquor this, you pick up a liquor that. So my dear, get up my liquor order them, because the people, the first year, 89, they bought from me, and let me tell you, man, it was good. The people loved it. The feedback was excellent. So, we say, all right, I go back again this year. So, buy up my stuff then. So, my mother did not teach me to do this cake. My mom could not do this cake. She was a pudding baker. She don't know a clue. She don't know the first thing in a cake baking. She mama never know nothing about baking, so I did this on my own. And can I tell you, I cannot recall, I just can't remember how I started. I know I started out of the love of baking. I never love no cooking. Paris, I never love no cooking. And until this blessed minute, I'm not sure how much I love cooking. My pleasure, my passion is in baking, and I want to do decorating full time. I want to do baking. I want to own a bakery and pastry. I'm not sure about the restaurant yet. So a lot of you gonna say, what, Debbie? Yes, but I was not passionate about cooking. I was not. Baking, when we say anything bake, I know when I watch other people with successful baking channels on YouTube, I just get so comfy, and I like baking. So probably it was because of the love of them. I don't remember how much does start go out in it. But I didn't make a lot of mistakes. I taught myself it. So I could come back to the story now. So I took those orders from the people, buy up my stuff, them, made this huge mixture. Bake, but I am trying to remember if that was the year. Yes, because prior to that I used to rent borrow off. Yes, and my very first stove was a Serval 4-burner with thermostat. Them time that we call it thermostat, that sort of eye part where you push in and back then. So these stoves now, they don't come with anything like that. You push it in and you you have to put it. You all know what I'm talking about if you're a Jamaican, and probably other people too. Serval, man. That was my very first stove my own. Come tell me say, I love baking, me not buy no stove and I have no oven. So my very first stove was a Serval stove with an oven. But they just at that point they say a Serval with thermostat. So for your thermostat, you have oven. Mix up, man. Mix up. And I wasn't baking these foil paper tin, them foils in thing here, like a flat something. They never did out. So we were using standard cake tins, different sizes. And put the mix of them in the something. At that time I was single. And when I tell you Paris single, I mean seriously single. You know what that mean? All the ladies them seriously, nobody in your life. You don't have time for nobody. No man thing, and that time we're busy I try to make some money. So the cakes came out, and my norm is to remove them as they come out from the pan in order to wet them with the liquor. I don't like to wet them, because when you wet them with the liquor in the pan, it pulls the aluminum. So I always take them out, and it's better too. It sets with the liquor in there, so you don't have to trouble it again. Harry, when the cakes came out, and I inverted it onto a plate, I use 2 plates, turn it over to 1 plate, and then invert it back to another plate. So that would be the base plate. After the cake, them come out in the plate, and then the half left back in the pan. Oh my God. This a girl had been no money for go buy no more ingredients, It was like a few days before Christmas when we deliver. I don't know. I said, Jesus. My money gone down the drain now. People waiting for them cake. Some I want cake for send a foreign. And this is what I understand. Experience is the best teacher. With no one at home for make up no what a nice guy. If you did have some people running them when I start them out the one them wouldn't care about your loss. They would be thinking about, lad, it not come out of the pan, make me start eat and start near me out. I sat there, but my mixture was always of a moist consistency. And that was when I realized that black cake don't need a lot of flour. When you bake your black cake with a lot of flour, it never normally the nicest thing. So because I had a lot of fruits, a reasonable amount of eggs, I used some good butter and a small amount of flour. Quick thinking, I said, look here. So when we checked that was left in the pan, I realized that I could push something underneath it, like a egg lifter. Them the time they're an egg lifter, So I said, hell. And Paris, I put it under there and I cut out the other half out the pan. And I looked at it because it not come out flat, when cake them time they just a learn, So half left back in the pan. So I take it out and I look on it and I try to fit it. Mind you, the mixture was so good that nothing, no crumbling. There wasn't any crumbling. It's just that the cakes broke off. Half in the pan and half on the plate on the table. And I lifted it out. Then the bottom part never stick to the pan. Just broke off inside of the cake. And I lift it and I put it onto the part that was in the plate. I'm gonna turn it over yet, Got my wine and my rum, started basting, using it to join at the sides where it did break, if you're understanding, if you're a baker. So I left that. I did that to all of them. Took me a little time, but I have a lot of patience, Most of the times I try to be patient. Patience, it does a lot for us sometimes on this journey of life. Sometimes I'm not so patient. I'm just a human being. But I think if we can practice to be patient all the time, it would be better for us. So I did it and I, used the little liquid to base it round with giant back. I left them there for 1 day. I have my little room in my little one room. I made it have a table. I had a nice 4-seater table. So I lined them out on my table, I put on my tablecloth and I put something thick over the tablecloth and put them on it and left them in the open. So no, I got a mesh. I got a piece of mesh. My one got on. Them time the Pablos are sell pound cloth. Jamaican, no, me a chat if you're Jamaican. Get a nice big piece of mesh, rinse it, put it over them. So after one day now, I came and I inverted it back onto another plate with my plastic, line the plate already, and my foil just for wrap. And I wet it again when I turned it over. When I turned it over, some little piece out of the top that kind of sticking at the plate. I lift it off gently and I placed it, fit it back in there, start to wet with my liquor and just smooth it off. And another day, I left it for another day and then I wrapped. And I did it to all of them. Still, I worry say, you know, people are going to say, the cake them mash up. But you know what happened? I told Dad that story the first time about 3 days ago. And him said, Debbie, I think you need to share it in a story time. And I said, you know, Dad, that really makes sense. Worried knowing I'm going to deliver the cake, but I'm worried to the people, I'm going to say, when me a slice the cake mash up. Let me tell you, that year, 1990, I think it was, I hope I'm not or I'm not lying. I think so. It was the best feedback. It was the best feedback for black cake selling up to this day. Experience is the best teacher. How many of you that ever happened to? Shake up cake and cake come over, cake drop out a pan. Never, ever again that happened to me. I'm going to tell you how I found out what happened. You know when you put in your black cake at a certain temperature, as it bakes and you monitors it, you have to lower the temperature at us when the moisture is extra moist and rich with all those fruits and nuts. You have got to lower the temperature because you don't want it burn, but you got to start it off at a reasonably high temperature. I lowered the temperature too early. So the bottom part was baked, set and nice in the tin. But coming up into the middle, the temperature was lowered. So that amount of temperature, forget it's firm from top to bottom. If you're understanding what I'm saying, tell me something in the comment section. Tell me something, type something to me. I know say, all if I bake out the experience, all more than me. Yeah, that was what happened. I found out that was what happened. Yeah, I lowered the temperature too early. Experience is the best teacher. I don't know if that never happened to me. If I didn't find anybody to tell me, say, Debbie, that was what happened. But you know what? If that should ever happen to you, try to remember this story. That was my black cake ordeal back then. But I embraced it up to this day. And that leads me right now. Because I know a lot of you have seen my last video. Oh, I did this nice coffee flavored fruitcake. This is the end product. We ate a little piece of it already. But I'm going to show you. I have it all plastic. Oh, it's a huge cake. It's a really huge cake. And this container that I baked this cake in. Remember, I make this, you know, so all over top. And you're talking with the spoon. If you make this, yeah. This cake tin is older than Jer. I don't know if it's a Jer or Dakoram. This is my cake. We cut a little piece. I will not eat it. And Dad said, Debbie, we have to just scrunch it. Paris. It's beautiful. It's lovely. I don't know. It took me, why I came back to tell Dad this story. This cake has the same texture as the cake them that I had the ordeal with. I want to give you a close-up. Look at it. Ooh. Don't drool if you're pregnant. Don't mark that baby. No cake baby. Let's eat out a little piece. Wow, this is a real heavy cake. I'm going to slice a little piece of it for you to see. Remember, this cake is like just 48 hours and a little Look at me here. The more it takes the alcohol, let me show you, the more it breaks down. Look at it. Look at the fruits. This is how I like my cake. I have my outer back and I have my bottom. This is it. I can't tell you no. When you know I come, anyone who know I come here for Christmas, you might be able to taste a piece. I will not be able to explain. You have to taste for yourself. I want to work on these and I'll be selling these. And these have to go for a different price. Who want to order? You can place your order. We can't done it now. It have to serve. Because the older it gets, God. Soft. Chunky, fruity, a little nut here and there, moist. If this cake should ever happen to you, as I said, you lower the temperature too early, you would have no problem in taking out these cakes and making them back. I want to do a workshop. I don't know when I'll get to do that. Because me under some pressure, you know. I want to start a workshop thing on this channel. With this black cake. There are a lot of things I have to share, but I can't be able to just do videos and share it on YouTube like that. People have got to be prepared to send a little donation so that I can get up some of the things, and we're going to be doing some workshop to show you how you correct a black cake gone wrong. There are ways of correcting your black cake and have to dash it away. Did you know you don't have to throw out that thing when it goes bad and it come out of the pan and piece come out here? This woman here, I can show you to put back your black cake together and nobody never knows say it did broke up or mash up. I'm going to start a workshop, but for people who are willing to help and to send a little donation for me to get things going and to get it done, to feed. I think this information, I need to share it with somebody from that ordeal that I have on my black cake. This was just for you, Christmas time. Make sure when you start watch this video, and like you find out that the tutorial get intense and nice, go get yourself a slice of your black cake. Go get yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of green tea, doesn't matter. Cock up in your bed. Come catch that story. Make sure you stay loved. Make sure you stay blessed. There are so many new subscribers and paris that are on over here. Welcome. Thank you so very much. Those who are on the inside looking out. You want to subscribe and come in I place them, man. I want to know, sir. Subscribe and come in, man, and make we roll together. We're going to be taking this channel to a different heights, a different level. You know, sometimes as a YouTuber, when you have two channels, one is always neglected and that one look like you get neglected. You know, I was very vibrant, but I've been going through some things. I think I am on top, not fully, but I'm trying to work things up. But nevertheless, me all time, I look how me fix up the breakup cake, them and sell them, and nobody never know. And it was good. So that's, you know how it goes. So we're going to take this channel to a different level in 2020 along with you, with your support, with your love, which I thank you so very much for. I appreciate the love. And I know 99% of you who are over here, You're on the Jamaican cooking journey. You built the Jamaican cooking journey, and you're building the Jamaican Debbie Debs train. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. If that ever happened to you, the cake, half I cake they come out in a plate and half in a pan, tell me if you have any number for me or any near close contact. Call me and give me a tour, I would love to hear. Remember, look at this cake here. As it ages with the alcohol, it's breaking down. Each time I cut it, I go show you. No matter which video me in. Debbie from, ooh, it doesn't matter what we do right on over here. Never let the evil around you, never let it take control of you. Steer pantapacking things. Remember to send a support for me. Let us steer on top of the black cake here when them gone wrong. Love ya.